bottom to Canadian bottoms, this is the episode for you. But before I get into that, we have a bunch of new tour dates coming. Kansas City, Las Vegas, Columbia, Missouri, Portland, Maine, Boston, Calgary, coming to Calgary, Canadians, Miami, all kinds of new dates, and European tour is coming as well. AshleyGavin.com to get a text when I tour your city or an email when I tour your country for our international folks. And patreon.com/WHGS to support this podcast. You can donate as little as $1, and it really, really, really helps. And then today, your favorite thirst trapper from the internet, and maybe one of the sweetest people we've ever had on the pod, the wood chopping, the lumber dyke, Nicole Coenen. You know her from her thirst traps of chopping all that wood. She was your gay awakening. She's also a fucking sweetheart. We get into the first time she had gay sex and how that covered so many locations. So it's a great, great episode. And Bree is co-hosting, and her story is hilarious as well. We get into dildos in the butt. Thanks so much, guys. I hope you have a great week. I hope you're picking up on my energy. My energy is very good, and it's because of you guys. Those of you that stuck around and have come back. And I feel more free, and I'm funnier because of it. So thank you guys for being here. Bottom Nation, this episode is brought to you by Factor. This holiday season, you might be looking for nutritious, convenient meals to keep you energized on jam-packed days. Factor, America's #1 ready-to-eat meal delivery service, can help you fuel up fast for breakfast, lunch, and dinner with chef-prepared, dietitian-approved, ready-to-eat meals straight to your door. You'll save time, eat well, and stay on track with your healthy lifestyle while tackling all your holiday to-dos. Head on over to factormeals.com/gay50 and use code gay50 to get 50% off. That's code gay50 at factormeals.com/gay50 to get 50% off. Go, little bottom. Get that 50%. Listener, this episode is brought to you by MeUndies. MeUndies has the softest, most breathable underwear and loungewear in the game. I know it's the best underwear I've ever put on. MeUndies has the softest and most breathable underwear and loungewear that I've ever experienced. From all black classics to fun seasonal prints, they've got something for you. To get 25% off your first order plus free shipping, go to MeUndies.com/gay. That's MeUndies.com/gay for 25% off plus free shipping. MeUndies, comfort from the outside in.
The first time I was with a woman, we'll just call her Shane. So she was like the experienced lesbian, and her and I were gonna collaborate on this like film project together. She's like, and then the projector comes down. We're sitting on the couch, drinking the beer and having snacks. And she's like, "Do you want to watch some French avant-garde films?" And I was like,
"Oh my God!"
And then slowly like the hand gets onto my leg, and
did you finish the movie?
Oh, I mean, we finished.
You live on an island? I live on an island. I don't know why but you live on a real island. I live on a...
Yeah, did you just try and compare New York to
Manhattan is an island. Manhattan famously is an island.
I almost thought you were going to go into like a metaphorical, like I live on an island, like in my mind, or like almost, I don't know why I thought you were going to go into like some sort of...
Oh no, that would have been accurate though if I...
Spiral into an island.
Where do you live? What island do you live on? As long as it's not doxing to say which island you're on.
So it's a lesbian commune. No.
Oh my God, I would love that.
It's a little island off of sort of Vancouver's coast. So one of the southern Gulf islands.
What?
Little island.
You're
called
so
Pender
close to
Island.
me.
Yeah.
That is so crazy.
Yeah.
Now, question, is there a wood shortage now that you have made so many viral videos and you're probably kind of locked in? You just need to keep chopping wood. Otherwise, your career is going to fall apart. Are you a danger to the environment on this island? Have you changed the biome?
Honestly, that is a question that I do get often. Thankfully, I'm kind of getting into working with other organizations around reforestation, but so
you're taking down too many trees.
So I try to do a 1-for-1. Yeah,
I gotta just stop. That is some fucking snowflake behavior. If these lesbians think that you're actually contributing to deforestation, they need to get on offline, touch grass, preferably some that you've chopped, and just reconnect with their humanity, because you are not the deforestation problem.
No, it's wild. Like when people are like, this is tearing down the environment. I'm like, this tree has been. So just to backtrack a little bit, like I volunteer with a community wood chopping group. So
I love this. This is the
No
gayest
way.
shit I've ever heard.
it's like,
what?
So actually, yeah. So like when I moved to Pender Island, I moved into a little cabin in my friend's backyard, and my friends are basically like my adopted gay aunts. And one of them introduced me to this group of older men who go out and wood chop, because she's like, you need some sort of physical outlet because like you don't get out much. So that's I got into wood chopping from like a group of my lesbian friend, and I hang out with like a group of 7 older men and go out wood chopping every couple times a week.
And do you guys make any dildos for those of us who want something a little more sustainable? Because I know for me, all this plastic, the silicone, I'm not into it. Is there a very smooth wood option for the wood that I desire? The wood. Is there a lesbian handcrafted?
This is so.
I'm
so
sorry.
much. I'm just
it had to be
splinters.
done.
I'm literally thinking though. I'm like, what wood would like? I literally am now. That's in my brain. I'm like, would maple work better? Or maybe like a pine, or like, would that be
gosh.
a little?
I need to,
The slivers though, like you would have to sand it so hard, so
Yes.
good, like.
Sand it so hard and so good, Nicole.
So
That's what
hard
the
and so
people
good.
want. You gotta sand it. You gotta rub it down. I actually think if you sold, like, you know, those hands that you can just like those wooden hand models that you can like morph the hand.
My gosh.
You should make those and like burn. I don't know, like brand it with your whatever your logo is. You will make so much money, dude. You
Off
will
of
make
people
bank.
fingering Nicole's
Bree,
wood?
I
Like,
never
I'm so
said that.
confused.
I never said that. This is a piece of art, Bree. How dare you?
Exact. It's art. I feel like I should have. I didn't realize that this was going to be some sort of like brainstorming merch kind of session. So damn, I didn't have like notes. That's a
Oh
good
my
idea.
god. Okay, I need to know if these men that you go out into the woods with, are they also doing thirst traps? Like, are we missing out on their accounts as well? Like, are you all like, okay, let's take it 5 to do like our thirst
Everyone
traps
is
of the
just
day?
absolutely butt naked in the middle of the woods, chopping.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of even go because there's like 7 old men and me, so like we kind of even go with a fairy tale sort of theme. You know,
Oh,
that
yeah.
certain personality.
love
yeah,
that.
like I mean, I haven't showcased them on my channel yet. You know, I'm waiting to drop that.
Nicole, don't. From one social media to another, social media lesbian to another, don't drop any men. Your views will plummet. They will be so fucking upset that you even spoke with these guys.
I love
I
the
will
idea of an aerial drone shot though. Like, you know, it's like close up on Nicole and then it zooms back and there's just like 7 random men watching this all go down. Like, I think that'd be hysterical. Because I when I see your videos, like, to me, there's no one within 100 miles of you. Like, you're out, you're finding your way. You're one with the wood on your own. But really, you're on like a men's community.
One with the
trip.
wood, by the way,
Yeah.
is the name of the dildo line. It's the name of the hand fingering line. It's very romantic.
That's so great. Yeah, no, well, when I do like my thirst traps for the internet, like I have access to basically like a wood pit, like it's the community wood pit.
Wood
and that's
pit.
where I film.
That's what straight women call their vaginas. I'm sorry, it had to be done. Someone had to say it.
That's fair. We are all
Okay.
thinking it. But yeah, so like when I hang out with my crew, whenever we usually chop wood for like 2 hours and then go have coffee. So it's again me and like my crew of like older men. So like the conversations, we don't usually talk about social media or TikTok or any of the things, but one of them eventually found that I was on the social medias and chopping wood on the social media. So then in a very sort of grandpa way, they kind of brought it up like, my granddaughter sent me one of your videos.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Like,
okay, I need to know, like, are all the women on the island trying to bang you? Because I feel like you must be a hot commodity over there.
Do you have a girlfriend?
No, dating is hard, and I'm on an island.
How is
of, like,
that humanly possible, Nicole? I did a show in Houston the other day, and I was just like, I don't remember what I was doing, but you came up immediately. Like, immediately. We were talking about TikToks where you like knew you were gay, and I think someone shouted the girl that chops wood, and then the room like just shook with yeah, the girl who chops the wood, yeah. And I love, by the way, Nicole, I absolutely love the way that you chop the wood, because the way that these other guys on the internet are chopping the wood is disgusting.
Yeah, it is.
It's disgusting.
Repulsive.
You are wholesome. You are good representation. Everyone else is getting the wood like wet and like spanking the wood and then being like, I'm gonna fuck this wood, and I don't like it. I don't like it one bit.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, like to each their own and stuff. Because, I kind
No,
of start.
I think they should be
Nicole
banned.
doesn't want to offend anyone else in the wood spanking community.
It's a small wood space. There's like me and like, yeah, like it's, and I feel like, because I started doing wood chopping videos as a spoof to these guys. Like I spoofed these guys, and then people were like, that's funny. Do it again, do it again, do it again. And then I became the cliche that I was spoofing.
Right.
No, you're not. You're so wholesome. You're like, hey, how are you? And then you'll absolutely brutally murder a piece of wood, and then you're like, hope your day goes well. Like you're not, like you're not at all like those guys.
No,
I mean, you got to respect your wood, and then your wood was going to respect you.
Amen.
So
You know what? I think, Nicole, though, if you were really into sleeping with married women, then you'd be nailing it on the island.
Because everyone here is married.
Yeah.
And like, there's not a lot of, first of all, not a lot of lesbians, and like all the ones that I know are married. And I am on Hinge. So I downloaded a dating app, which was a terrifying experience.
Yeah.
But also I had to like put my radius to like basically across the fucking ocean, because in order for me to go on a date with somebody, I have to get on a ferry and
You actually have to chop wood and then make a boat and then row there in order to date these women. Good thing you have so much wood.
So much
build
wood.
a raft, to meet somebody for coffee.
Well, Nicole, you're on the right. We didn't do our intro yet, but you're on the right podcast. We're broadcasting live to like a lot of lesbians right now. Would you like people to slide in?
Oh,
Slide in where?
The wood pit.
The wood pit. Slide into the wood pit. Oh man. I mean, I do have like lovely messages from people sliding into my DMs. But
You're
That's
so
That's
kind.
a no, by the way.
You're gonna hate me. You're gonna hate doing this podcast, Nicole. You're gonna keep saying lovely, kind things, and I'm gonna be
sweet.
like those animals frothing at the mouth, sending you nudes into your Instagram. These labia are lovely, but if you could please stop.
well, I'm just trying to balance it out, We're just trying to yin and yang.
Yeah.
Is that a thing? I don't know.
It is.
Yin,
Yeah,
yin,
it
yang.
I think I'm the yang. I think you're the yin.
Oh, yeah, that sounds nice.
Do you get sick of like when people are sliding into your DMs? I'm assuming there's going to be a lot of wood puns. Like, would it be refreshing if someone went a different route? Like, are you getting sick of the wood slide-ins?
I mean, the wood slide-ins? Am I sick of the wood slide-ins?
Lord knows all the lesbians are sick of the wood slide-ins, and we're all trying to get away from them. No offense, Alex, but it's disgusting.
Yeah, I mean, I do find it amusing to get like more than one occasion I've gotten a woman has sent me a message with like literally just a picture of a log and saying like, I want to be this for you, and just like,
Oh my God.
that's great. I don't know where to go from there though.
You don't strike. I mean, maybe we should get into this when we get to your. So I didn't explain to you, Nicole, how this works. We do We do like 15 minutes of like introduction and chatting up top, and then I'll tell a gay sex story, and then you'll tell a gay sex story, which doesn't have to be a sex story. It can be anything. It can be like a first date. It can be coming out. It can be talking about these DMs, and then Bree will close out. Like, it's super conversational. And if you don't have a story, we'll just like keep chatting the way that we're chatting. But I am mad you don't strike me, and maybe I'm wrong. No pun intended here. But you don't strike me as like dom mommy. Like I don't see, like, maybe with the wood, but I don't think that these women are going to get what they're looking. I don't think anyone is going to be able to be the log.
Are you
I
suggesting false advertising here? Like, what is going on?
That's exactly what I'm suggesting. I think it's fraud, and I will be taking you to Canadian court.
Yeah, not as advertised. No, actually, this is a huge problem with my dating right now. I'm a huge disappointment. I mean, because like people see my stuff on online, and they're like, "Oh man, like she must be like just go get it." I don't know what they have like, and they also think I'm a lot taller.
That
in
right
real life.
there was all I needed. She must be like, go get it. She must be so go get it. Oh man, Nicole in the bedroom.
Oh, Nicole.
She goes and gets it.
No, I'm really like my Cancer is in Venus or whatever the fuck that means. So I'm a little bit softer than I think most people think.
Right. You know what? Because I thought you were going to be, obviously, like before we jump on this call, I'm like, okay, who's the guest today? Oh, I was excited that it was you. And I was like, I bet they're going to be kind of like fuck boy energy. Right? Just because.
No. Have you seen Nicole's poetry?
That's what I have not seen the poetry, but I've seen the wood chopping, and the way you chop wood. I was expecting like a bit of a like dom, fuckboy, lesbian, thirst trappy TikToker, and then you're like the sweetest little cutie ever.
Bree,
it's like
you're
the
a
opposite.
fake fan. At the end of every video, Nicole is like, "Have a nice day," eh? Like that. It's
But I think that's just Canadian energy. So I don't know.
Canadian fuckboy.
Canadian fuckboys are like, "How are you?
You doing good there, bud?
I hope you are well."
Yeah.
That was a really bad impression. I hope you are well. What is that? What is
Okay,
that? That's
all
not
right,
Canadian.
fine.
Not at all. Yeah.
But
Okay, so
we are-
yeah, I'm just saying this is a switch up. It's interesting.
I mean, I like to keep it interesting. No, that
Let's do the intros. We are not in the apartment. I am in a hotel in Los Angeles. We're having gay sex. We're having gay sex with Nicole. Is it Coenen?
yes, Conan, like
Conan.
Conan.
Yeah.
like
Nicole, Nicole Coenen, TikToker, poet, live chopping artist.
Yes.
Because you're doing
Hell
it
yeah.
live now, right?
yeah. I did it on stage like a couple weeks ago. That was wild.
Yeah, I definitely have
Whoa.
some questions about that. Thank you for being here. If you don't know Nicole's work, you've never gotten properly wet, go check out her TikTok, her TikToks, and maybe float on over to that island and be prepared for just some sweetness, some kindness, some just
Yes.
loving energy.
Wonderful.
I'm
energy.
Ashley Gavin, cis gay white woman, she her pronouns. When is this coming out? I don't know. You know what? I'm tired of this. This is annoying. I literally have a service that I built myself. Ooh, women in STEM. Are you even signed up? I will text you when I'm in your city, you piece of shit. I made this easier for you, and it costs you nothing.
True. Free.
And then, as always, sometimes, oh man, she's back. She's back all the way. She flew down south for the winter, but now our Canadian goose is back for the. Oh, I guess no. Wait.
I went to winter
It
in
is the
Australia. Let's go with that.
Okay. Yes, and
Yeah.
now you're back, Brianne Williamson.
Yoo-hoo. Oh, I'm Brianne. I forgot how this works.
I know. I really have been. I've been not doing this very much.
Oh shit. I'm Brianne. My pronouns are she, her, and I'm a lesbian.
And you have a podcast called I
have
Can
a
Explain.
podcast called I Can Explain Podcast, and I have a movie coming out called At Aging Out the Movie.
And if you don't follow those things, you are dead to me, and I
Wow.
hate you.
Thank you so much for that.
No problem.
That was so wonderful.
Nicole, do you mind introducing yourself and anything that you want to plug? Anything we just say, anything that the people at home might want to know.
Yeah, my name's Nicole. I'm she, her. I play with wood on the internet, and I'm a lesbian.
Listener, one of the best ways to support this podcast is to come see me live, okay? It's a really great way to just support the whole team and everything that we do here. So get on my text list or my email list. It's international, both of them. AshleyGavin.com. Go sign up, and I'll literally text you when I'm in your area. So you don't have to hear all these plugs. You can skip right by them. Don't even worry about your city. Just get on one of those two things, and I will let you know, okay? Because there's a lot of cities coming, and I just remaking this announcement over and over again. We all think it's annoying. You do. I do. Get on the text list, you piece of shit. Okay, so Bree, as you know, my roster, I'm in an open relationship, Nicole, and my girlfriend has been in LA for a few months. That's why I'm here. I came out here to visit her, and then I ended up making a work trip, but we're going to Palm Springs tomorrow for my birthday, which I am very, very excited about.
Yes.
But I have not had sex in a really long time. It is
Still?
going... Yes, Bree, the judgment in your voice...
Well, didn't you get there yesterday?
Yes. Can I this is my story, Bree.
Okay, go ahead.
You seem disappointed.
Well, I am disappointed because you know what? You can't throw out obnoxious Instagram stories talking about how you're going to go bang your girlfriend. I was picturing the plane
That
landing.
story did really well. So what is the definition of obnoxious here? Because it got like 60,000 views, okay?
Yeah, well, this is what I'm saying. And I'm like picturing the wheels like skirting down the runway and you're already lubing up. You're ready to go. Jen is running out to the plane on the tarmac. Wood pit ready.
Wood pit ready. Nicole, I forgot to say, this is a very conversational podcast, and I know it can be hard with the lag, but if you have a comment or a question, you just want to jump in, please do not be Canadian about it. Interrupt us, okay?
Okay, yeah, I'm sorry with the lag. I feel like I'm like almost gonna be like delayed, but I'll try to jump in.
We are professionals. We know what we're doing, and we can edit the Bree's laughing.
Speak for yourself.
But okay, so I landed. I did not get to the hotel until probably, what was it? Almost midnight. So 3 a.m. my time. And Jen, because she works from home on an East Coast time office, she used to be up at 6 a.m. So
right.
I got to the hotel. She was passed out on the couch. Of course, I'm not gonna, right? Like, that's abusive.
Okay, well, I mean, you could wake her up first.
Wake her up, give her some coffee, just check in, maybe like say hi, and then just get right into
forcing
it.
coffee down her throat. I'm like plugging her nose, and I'm like, open up,
been a while.
Coffee, we're having sex. No, I just was like, and I was really tired too. So we were like,
Right.
we both of us, we were like, we really want to have sex, but it's so tired. So we were going to bed. Next day, we go get breakfast.
I just need to say something. Earlier, you tried to call Nicole out for false advertising.
I think that's fair.
You are the fraudulent lesbian in this chat because you gave all of us the impression that you would have already had sex about 6 times and you're coming in dry.
Yes, I think that's fair. And you know what? Canceled once, shame on you. Canceled twice, shame on me. I am so sorry to the community for everyone that I hurt and disappointed. Okay, hold on. Alex, let's put in some music here. I don't know where we're gonna get it. This is really hard for me. I know a lot of you have been hearing the rumors and directly from me that I have not had sex in a while. And I told you that was going to come to an end.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
It was gonna come to
Yeah. I'm sad to report that today I still have not had sex in a while. And for those of you that I've hurt through my virginity. And,
Reborn.
yeah, it has been long enough that I am fully Christian now, and
I think that's how it works, right?
yeah, I have found God through my lack of sex, and I'm just so sorry to everyone that I've hurt in the process. And to the Christian community, thank you for starting to watch this podcast. I don't really know where it will go from here, but I'm really grateful that you're here. God is great. God is good. Praise be. Thank you so much.
Beautiful.
Well, you know, as they say, like, Jesus is the only one that can satisfy, from what I hear.
That is so fucking true. That is so
Do they
fucking
say
true.
that?
It was like a TikTok that was like pretty viral. Like there was a girl standing
Yeah.
on stage and she was like, Jesus is the only one that can satisfy.
It sounds like she's never been satisfied.
I don't
Yeah,
think so.
I think this was the Duck Dynasty girl. She was like,
Oh,
she's
was
like the
it?
girl on Duck Dynasty. Yeah. She's like
No.
grown up now and she does all these little things where she talks about wanting to fuck Jesus. Good for her.
Oh.
They really do want to fuck Jesus.
They do.
They
absolutely.
really do.
Yeah.
But they
Well-
also advertise Jesus as like, he's like a chiseled like surfer dude.
That's what I'm
Like,
saying. That's exactly
Yeah.
what I'm saying. He
Like-
looks great for some people.
Fuckable.
Very fuckable.
I mean, my mom actually works at
Carpenter.
a nursing carpenter. Yeah. My mom works at a nursing home for retired nuns, and like all of them have
Wait.
you were born niche, dude. You nothing you do has broad appeal. What? That you are the nichest person I've ever met in my entire
Literally.
life.
I was gonna make a point though. So like about chiseled Jesus, because like all of these nuns, like a lot of them have been celibate their whole lives, you know, like so much just built up sexual tension and suppressed sexualness. But all of them seem to have like these like posters of chiseled hot Jesus like on
Yes.
the crucifix,
Oh,
but like
yeah.
biceps and like fucking 6-pack abs. Like they are in their rooms like looking at that picture, praising it, like worshiping
Oh,
it
they're
night and
doing some
day.
stuff,
Like
yeah.
yeah.
No, I think you're right. I mean I could go on and on and on about.
You should stand outside their window and chop wood. They would love that. I guarantee it.
Yeah, just make crosses for them. Do it under the guise of our good Lord.
I'll go to the nursing home or like the nunnery nursing home, go chop wood and make
Wow.
crucifixes. That's so niche. But that you know what?
is.
How did
That's
your
a
mom
lesbian
get that,
doing that.
job?
So well, so I grew up super Roman Catholic. My mom used to run Jesus camps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, like the first time I was ever on an airplane was to go visit the Vatican so that I could see the Pope. Yeah.
What? Did you see him?
That place is like IKEA.
The Vatican.
Yeah. Once you start going forward through that showroom, you cannot turn around. And it is
Okay,
windy.
I was gonna say I got lost in the fucking Vatican. I was just at the Vatican,
Yeah.
and it's a fucking maze. I was like literally like, how the fuck do you get out of this?
That's how they
place?
get you.
Thought I was gonna be there forever.
Can't find the exit. Guess I'll find God.
I think that's written in
Jesus.
Latin on the walls somewhere.
IKEA. There was no Latin. I have no Latin in me. The point is, I was very much looking forward to the next day.
Oh
okay?
right, we're talking about how you haven't
yeah.
had sex. Okay.
Gay sex.
I'm drawing this out, okay? So then I have meetings all day. Jen has rehearsal. I'm looking forward to the evening.
Okay.
She goes, my parents are picking us up at 5 p.m. I said, to go to dinner because her parents are visiting her as well.
Okay.
And I was like, great. Where are we going? And she goes, Pasadena. And I thought, Jesus fucking Christ, I am not having sex tonight. Pasadena, from where we are, is an hour without traffic. And we are going at 5 p.m. So now I fucking hate my future in-laws. I'm ready to shoot these people in the goddamn head because they're interfering with me having sex with their daughter. And obviously I
Wow.
can't say this to them. Be rude.
Yeah. Well,
It took 6 hours. 6 hours round trip to go to Pasadena and eat Chinese food. The people that we met, they wouldn't shut the fuck up. I'm sitting there the whole time,
are you talking about Jen's parents?
No, I mean, kind of. Look, I love
people that we met wouldn't shut the
No.
fuck up.
I know Jen. I love Jen's family. They are so nice to me. And in this circumstance, yeah, I fucking hate them. But
Yeah, you were just sitting there, blue ovaried. Is that
yeah,
Yes.
my labia literally about to explode.
Wow.
But we met these new friends who I don't know if you know about them, Alex, but apparently they're like hoarders, and we were supposed to see like their collection of. It was crazy. The
I
whole
do not
thing.
know these people.
It was just
Alex, I'm sure you know them. The hoarders
don't.
of LA.
Alex's best
the
friend
hoarders of Pasadena.
Jen's little brother. But I mean, it just went on and on and on. And then we drove back and they dropped us off at the wrong Kimpton hotel. And I was just like, I was fucking losing it. By the time we got back again, it's like midnight.
Whatever happened to good old fashioned bathroom sex? Bang in the Chinese bathroom.
Wow.
You know, like a club.
Um,
Whatever happened to that?
There was a time that I almost exclusively had sex in bathrooms. I'm going to be honest.
Whoa. That's
Was
pretty
there, like,
impressive.
Did you
I'm
find
sorry,
that there was
what?
a difference between like the different restaurants? Like, were Chinese bathrooms better? Was like Pizza Hut, or like was there? What was your?
It
sort
was
of
mostly
review
like
around?
bar and club bathrooms.
this
So
would have been the perfect bathroom because the stall doors were top to bottom, floor to ceiling.
Oh.
It would have been
that is
perfect.
good.
You already sussed that out when you went. You're like, okay, if need be, I can just drag Jen in here and just like have my
She was-
way.
She was clocking the bathroom door coverage. I love that. No, when
But
I
what was
like,
the motivator for banging in a lot of bathrooms? Was it just
Well-
like you were going to so many clubs that it was the only place?
I'm just
It's
always
like-
there.
Yeah.
No, well, like
You just like lurk in bathrooms just everywhere you go. You're just waiting there for the opportunity. Just
yeah, I was still in the closet. I lived with my parents. I had a fake ID. So I would go out, with friends, and then like I was closeted to like a lot of family, but a lot of my friends knew that I was gay, so I was kind of the go-to gay girl if any other girls potentially were interested in trying out sleeping with women. But most of us lived still at home. So we would just like be at the bar, and then we'd like end up in the bathroom together. And most of these bars were straight bars. So people just thought we were like doing girly stuff in the bathroom, like just going together to the bathroom. But we were almost always banging. There was one girl in particular. It was really funny. I think the fourth time that we were fucking in one of the bathrooms at this same club.
The
I'm
fourth?
not joking. It was a go-to. And she literally texted me the next day and was like, can we maybe make the next time not in the club bathroom? And I was like,
No.
no.
You were like, no.
gotta keep
Absolutely
a good thing
not.
going.
It's our place. We had our stall.
You
Yes,
had
we had our
your
stall.
stall. That's so sweet. Do you like visit it every now and then and think of her? Oh, that's kind of cute. You had
Babe,
your
this
own
is our
special
song.
place.
Babe, this is our stall.
Is that where you? Is this Julia? Is that where you're going to propose?
No, it's not Julia. So that would be really awkward. Can you imagine?
Propose in the stall.
I just thought this place was special to me because I used to bang this other chick here like
The
every
energy
weekend.
in here is so good. You can't deny it. Even if it was from someone else, there's a good vibe in here.
The energy here is
the
incredible.
graffiti is beautiful. It's like art. It's
Yeah.
doesn't
and
smell as bad as the other ones.
the water pressure is amazing.
That'd be great if like the ring is like hidden in the top of the toilet. Like,
What?
you know what I
The
mean? Like,
ring?
the owner asked me, so weird. The owner asked us to unclog this toilet. I think we need to take the top off, honey. What
Wow.
could possibly be inside? Okay, that joke
Romance.
didn't land at all. That was just
I mean,
absolute.
this is like a cute little like queer movie scene, like an indie film. sort
Oh,
of thing.
yeah.
I don't know.
that would be good
I've got a tear in my eye just thinking about it.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
beautiful.
for the wrong reasons. A tear in my eye, a gag in my throat. But anyway,
You couldn't bang
today-
at 12 though? Like, why not get in a midnight quickie?
because I'm still on East Coast time and she's on East Coast time technically. So it's not 12, it's 3 a.m. We're tired. We're really tired.
Ash, you're all talk, no walk. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, seriously, no, you need to pull.
I'm being
for
vulnerable.
your patron community, you need to pull a screenshot of that story that you posted. Because now knowing that you have been there for 2 nights and you have not banged, And the contrast to that story, you were like in your elevator, like, oh, bro, I'm gonna go bang my hot girlfriend.
That is not at all what it was.
Oh,
it was way more Nicole energy of I'm gonna go bang my hot girlfriend. That's what it was.
No, it was.
Yes.
It was a little. It was a. Okay. Well, you know what? The people know.
People project. I can't help how I look, and that people project fuckboy onto me. Okay, that's a you problem, not a me problem. That's society. That's society. I am a sweet little baby, and everyone can fuck off.
Okay.
It's okay. I understand you. I get
Right?
it. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, no, we're going to have our own little support group after this. Like,
Thank
yeah,
you
we're not
so
actually
much,
fuck
Nicole.
boys.
No, we are not.
No, we just want to like sleep and cuddle sometimes. You know, that's okay.
Yeah, the don't fuck boys.
No.
Don't fuck
That's what you are.
I want to go to bed at 8 p.m.
That actually sounds like something like Republicans on Reddit, like no fap, the don't fuck boys.
Oh my god.
The don't fuck boys. Well, basically, I have a few more meetings today. Jen is at rehearsal right now, but she wants to introduce one of her friends to her parents, and so they're gonna. And I know her parents. They like to have a good time. They like to drink. They like to, stay out. And I'm just like, if they fuck this up for me a third night in a row.
Oh my god, you're not gonna have sex on this trip.
Oh,
I'm not. I'm really nervous about this. Yes. It's my fucking birthday, and I'm losing it.
No, is there any like excuses? Like, do you have like a plan B? Like, what if
To a plan B, I fuck someone else. I literally, Jen walks in on me having sex with someone else. I'm like, babe, you were with your parents. I don't know what to tell you. I haven't had sex in over a month. It had to be done.
I mean,
I have like a Jen mask over her head.
oh my
Oh,
god.
whoa. Yeah, no, that's
I mean, I feel like you've told me in private. I don't know if you're willing to share this, but you're in an open relationship, but you always use the Jen mask when you're sleeping with
I
other
always
people.
use. Thank you so much, Bree. It is time that I come out as a Jen masker. I carry around a Jen mask with me everywhere I go, and I miss her when she's gone and when I'm on the road. And so therefore I do call other women Jen. That's why I've dated so many Jens. It is not because I happen to date another Jen. It's because I call them all Jen.
But honestly, like most queer women I know are named Jen. Like I've dated 2 Jens as well.
That's so
Nicole,
true.
are we the same person?
Maybe I'm like your long lost Canadian cousin or something. I don't know.
Listener, if you're anything like me, maybe the holiday season stresses you out. You're already busy enough as it is, and then you gotta factor in, no pun intended, all this holiday shopping that you have to do. You're seeing your family, yada, yada, yada. Maybe you're looking for healthy meals to keep you energized on jam-packed days. That's why I love Factor. Factor is America's #1 ready-to-eat meal delivery service, and it can help you fuel fast for breakfast, lunch, and dinner with chef-prepared, dietitian-approved, ready-to-eat meals delivered straight to your door. You'll save time, eat well, and stay on track with your healthy lifestyle while tackling all your holiday to-dos. Are you like me? Maybe you're too busy with holiday plans to cook, but you want to make sure you're eating well? Well, with Factor, skip the extra trip to the grocery store and all the chopping and the prepping and the cleaning up too, while still getting the flavor and the nutritional quality that you need. Factor's fresh, never frozen meals are ready to eat in just 2 minutes. Oh my God. So all you have to do is heat and enjoy. I know that saves me a lot of time and a lot of stress. And with Factor, you can rest assured you're making a sustainable choice. They offset 100% of their delivery emissions and source 100% renewable electricity for their production sites and offices. Head to factormeals.com/gay50 and use code gay50 to get 50% off. That's code gay50 at factormeals.com/gay50 to get 50% off. Go, 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 listener. This is great to transition into your gay sex from this week, but when was your first Jen and when was your second Jen?
My first Jen was my first long-term girlfriend. So, I came out,
Me too.
yeah, like it was a 6-year relationship and, like first girlfriend, first like real actual relationship. Cause like I grew up super Roman Catholic, going to Jesus camps and like Bible studies and like don't have sex before marriage sort of thing. So like I didn't date anybody. I didn't have my first kiss until I was like 18. And then I was kind of a late bloomer in all the ways.
Cute.
No, I'm a internet fuckboy. Yeah, no.
I kind of wish that I waited till I was 18 to have my first kiss because, geez, I sucked at kissing.
I would say like get that out of you. I don't know, like just as somebody who was like such a late bloomer and everything, like it didn't help that I was like such a good little Christian girl for so long, because then like when I was in my early 20s, I then tried to swing to the other end of the pendulum and like went from good little Christian girl to like joining an anarchist protest group, running away from home, and then fucking off to Costa Rica with this like sketchy dude. Like, get it out of your system while you're young.
Whoa, wait.
There is this needs to be a series with Nicole because there's so
we
much
have to have Nicole back. I need to know about the anarchist cult.
I was just so young and naive, and I was just like, I only know this one version of life, and like I started to open up and expand my peripherals and be like, oh wait, you don't all have to be like Jesus fearing folks. Like you can kind of just like choose your own adventure. And I was like, I want to do it all. So
right, you were like anarchy. That sounds good.
Anarchy in Costa Rica, baby. Let's go.
How to balance it out.
The things we do before we figure out we're gay is absolutely crazy.
Oh man, yeah, no, for sure. I think
no, I'm not into women. I'm an anarchist.
But when I was part of that group, like that was the first time I like met queer people that weren't like self-hating closeted folks, because that was my experience from like being in the church. So yeah, no, it did. Joining a little bit of anarchy kind of helped me be more queer.
That makes sense. And then when was Gen 2?
Gen 1 was like when I was like in my, I think it was like 20, and then Gen 2 was just like a little fling. It was like probably
Gen 1
3
and Gen 2
ago.
is the funniest.
Welcome to my life.
One of them had one ends, the other one had two ends. So there's a difference.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, when was Gen 2?
She was like a fling, like a summer fling, like 2 years ago.
Was that during the pandemic?
Yeah. No, it was like just after, I think.
Because maybe she'll come back into your life and end up being your person. Because that's what happened to me with Jen.
Oh, I was like, is this some sort of...
Ash just really wants you to match now.
I just really need you to marry someone named Jen, please.
Oh, I mean, thankfully, I'm a queer woman, and there's a lot of Jens that are queer too. So the odds are in my favor.
It seems like it's Jen and Susan.
I've never been with
Maybe
Susan.
for your age bracket. I don't know.
Can you fuck off, Brie? We are the same generation.
A Susan? Like, are you
what's a Jen
kidding?
versus a Susan? Like, what's the difference? Like, I know a Jen, but what's a Susan?
Maybe Susan is more Gen X, but I feel like there's like this running gag with sitcoms that all the gay characters are named Susan, like on Friends and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Now, can I ask you a personal question, Nicole, and you don't have to answer, or you can like kind of skirt around the issue if you'd like.
Okay.
But are you a little bottom bitch?
Okay.
We were
Not
all wondering.
all the time. It's like I find I do switch.
Yes,
okay.
the answer
Actually, you know
is
what? Just my
yes.
reaction to that.
Yes, exactly.
The thing is,
Nicole is the wood. Let's be real in this scenario.
Nicole is reclaiming her aggression and masculinity through the chopping. Everywhere else.
I'm reclaiming my wood. My reclaimed wood.
Reclaim wood.
Oh, shit.
So you like are a little more switchy is what you're saying.
I'm a switchy. It depends on who I'm dating. Like, because I don't really have a type that I go for, like more so femmes or more so masks. Like it varies. So like I almost switch it depending on who I'm dating.
Sure.
So like my last relationship, she was way more bottom than I was. So I was top. And then, but I dated like a super, super like more so butch lesbian, and she did not want to be bottom. So I was like, okay. So switch it up.
Love that.
And are you like, well, do you, now that I've kind of given you the format, do you have like a story that, like a bad date or maybe something really like a raunchy or embarrassing story or like a coming out story that you might want to share?
Yeah. I mean, I could tell like the first time I was with a woman, that was kind of an interesting. So
Your
like
facial expressions are kind of indicating to me that we should do this story.
all right, yeah.
Sounds good.
So yeah, kind of given the backstory, like, yeah, grew up super, super Roman Catholic, like super sheltered, super shy, and just like never dated anybody and was just so socially awkward, but also very, very queer. And I started to sort of explore. I came out as like bisexual at first, just to kind of give my parents a little bit of hope.
Yeah, same. That's relatable.
You need to leave the option on the table for them a little bit.
Yeah, just
Ease them in.
Ease them in. And but this was like when I was probably like 18, 19. And I started to develop this like really intense crush on my best friend at the time and was going through all of the, typical sapphic emotions. And like she was in a committed relationship with this guy who was just, from my opinion, not good for her. And I could have been better and, typical. Yeah. And like we were getting real close. And then she came out as bi. And I was like, no, this is so complicated.
Was she still with the guy when she came out as bi?
Yeah, because she couldn't leave him because otherwise he was gonna do self-harm sort of thing. Like it was one of those.
Oh wow, so pretty unhealthy.
Yeah, it was not super great, and I also didn't really have any other like queer friends at the time. But there was this one person in our like small town in our community who was like, she was like the Shane, like she was like, yeah, like she knew all of the lesbian things. And
sorry, I thought that would land a little bit harder, but it didn't because I'm not having any sex and my reputation is ruined.
A false advertisement.
My brand has been torched.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but this Shane girl, we'll just call her Shane. So she was like, the experienced lesbian, and her and I were gonna collaborate on this like film project together because at the time I was like doing experimental, angsty, artsy films, and we were going to collaborate on this film thing together. And so she's like, come to my office after hours, because she had her own graphic design office in this like really cool like brick building, had its own like
it does sound like an L Word episode actually.
It freaking was. And again, this is like my first gay experience. So I come to her office and it's like there's like a pool table, there's a freaking keg, and it's a very like those beanbag chairs everywhere. Like it's a very bougie kind of like, but like new agey kind of.
You can tell you were raised in the church because you were like beanbag chairs.
That is against God's wishes. You can't just like sit on beanbags because that might impregnate you with the devil.
Yes. As we know, beanbag chairs, the testicles of Satan.
Slippery slope to queerness.
It's such a slippery slope. Yeah, any type of like beanies up in there. Anyways, so there was beanbag chairs in her office and a pool table, and it was like there was no one else in the office because this was after hours, and so we were just talking about this experimental film that we we're gonna make, and then she brings down the projector and is like, "Do you want to watch some French?" Yeah. She's like, and then the projector comes down. We're sitting on the couch, drinking the beer and having snacks. And she's like, "Do you want to watch some French avant-garde films?" And I was like,
"Oh my god!"
For inspiration. And I'm like, "Yeah, sure." And at this point, I've also come out that I'm like experiencing a lot of confusing gay feelings for my best friend, and she kind of like, it's like she's like, "I got you." And so the projector comes down and like drinking more of the craft beer, eating more of the snacks. They were probably like vegan, gluten-free shit. I don't know.
Absolutely. Yes.
And so we're watching, if you've ever seen the movie Breathless, it's like a black and white, very like artsy. Just you don't really need to pay attention to it. It's like a classic
movie,
classic avant-garde French film. Nothing is happening.
Not really. It's just long shots, and then so like you don't really need to pay attention because nothing's really happening. So I'm just like going on as I'm drinking, going on about my like yearning for my best friend. And Shane is just, you know, getting a little bit closer and just like kind of doing but you've never actually been with a woman before. And and then, you know,
This is
slowly like the
sensual.
hand gets onto my leg and gets a little bit in other areas. And
Did you fuck on a beanbag chair?
we fucked on the desk, on the beanbag chair, on the pool table. We went upstairs.
you.
No. We went
Whoa.
upstairs to the
Location
roof.
change.
To the roof. And best part is the roof. So her office was 2 doors down from the gay club in this town. And there was a drag show going on. So we were fucking as there was a drag show I was like, this is the gayest thing. And I'm so
Oh.
fucking gay. That was
my
my
God.
that was my first time with a woman.
That's
That's
pretty euphoric.
incredible.
That's wild.
See, you're also like Ash. Ash loves a change of location. While
I do
having
like
sex.
a change of location.
I think it's
Which
like, are you ADHD? Is it like an ADHD thing? You know, it's like keeping the stimulation.
No, everyone thinks that I am, but I don't have ADHD. I think I'm just a sucker like you for the cinema. I think a nice location change is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of, how did you finish the movie?
Oh, I mean, we finished
Oh,
the movie. Yeah, that
2 out of
that-
3 were finished that evening.
We're
but
2
yeah.
out of 3. Yeah, so that was we.
and also, did you
collaborated-
ever
Yeah.
make the experimental film?
No, we actually.
Thank God
didn't
we
end
have
up-
a straight like a film guy here. Film
Yeah.
bro.
But what about the project? Like, keep
Yeah.
keep on task.
Yeah.
No, we actually didn't end up making the experimental film. I think she got into a relationship not long after that, and then it just got confusing, like complicated. And but like we were still, you know, like we'd see each other at like the gay parades and stuff, and we'd kind of do like remember
nod.
that one? Remember the roof?
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Remember the
That
French
was
film?
that's like an incredible story. You kind of at the beginning were like, "Oh, I don't know if I have a story," but that was an incredible story, Nicole. That was
Mind-blowing.
great.
Oh, thank you.
I'm
Yeah,
aroused.
thank you. I was part of that. I was participated and yeah.
Okay, so you bottomed.
It was my
Got it.
first time. I didn't know what I was doing.
Yeah, I mean, I basically we were kind of switchy my first time, and both of us were just like super bad. We were also 15, but you know, we were just super super bad at it.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. We're gonna go over to Bree. Listener, it's that cozy time of year. So tell me, what are you doing to make sure you're super cozy? Because for me, it's making sure that not only am I cuddling up with Jen, but I've got on the coziest pair of underwear that I could possibly find. And I've tried them. And let me tell you, MeUndies is it. MeUndies has the softest and most breathable underwear and loungewear that I've ever experienced. Whether you're on the grind during the work week or posted up on the couch listening to this podcast or maybe the other podcast, well, MeUndies is there to keep you comfortable. And if you're thinking, man, I don't need underwear, but I would love something else cozy and comfy, well, MeUndies isn't just about underwear. Explore the Lounge Collection, featuring cozy joggers, hoodies, onesies, and more. My favorite part about MeUndies, though, it's got to be the breathability. MeUndies fabrics are light and breathable to help you regulate your body temperature so you stay cool and comfy, and dare I say fresh? To get 25% off your first order, plus free shipping, go to MeUndies.com/gay. That's MeUndies.com/gay for 25% off, plus free shipping. MeUndies. Comfort from the outside in. Bree, did you have gay sex this week?
I haven't had sex. I'm pulling an Ash this week.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
I have not had sex this week. I am literally this is Ash. I feel sad for us, honestly, because I'm just about to say how tired I am. And I'm like, what is wrong with us?
I'm supposed to have empathy for you?
Okay, but I'm not posting the stories. I'm not like, guys, tonight I'm banging my girlfriend, and then I go to sleep. That's
I'm gonna show the story.
You're
I
giving
can't. My phone is recording this conversation.
you're giving a different, feeling out there. But okay, I just thought of something that is interesting. when you said drag show. There's a drag show that I was at recently. Okay. And this performer was on stage. And I'm not like, I love butt stuff, but I'm usually the deliverer of butt stuff. And
Sure.
I just feel like my holes, if you will, like I'm sensitive to how much is entering them. Like if someone put a pinky up my ass, like that's like, I feel like I have a banana up there. You know what I mean? Like
I don't know why you're ashamed of yourself.
I'm not. I fully just I feel like I don't know.
The Lord wants you to be as tight as possible, Brie.
Yeah, just own your holes. Own them.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll own my tight holes.
Let the Lord in, though.
And the Lord can enter without expanding your hold because the Lord is spirit. It's
The
infinite.
Holy Spirit. Let the
and-
Holy Spirit enter your
Yeah.
holes.
Exactly.
True. I'm always lubed up for the Holy Spirit. I'm always ready. I was at this drag show, okay? And this performer is performing this burlesque number, okay? And they, keep doing little reveals and little moments. At the end of the performance, they bend over
Mm-hmm.
and pull a dildo out of their ass.
Incredible.
At the end of the performance?
At
So
the
like they were
end
dancing
of-
with it in.
A very physical performance.
Whoa.
The dildo didn't, like, it was unseen.
Can I
to
ask
this
you a
point.
question?
Yes.
They were tucking their dildo. I have a question. Was the dildo reveal, were they facing front or were you able, you know what I'm saying? Like, did they kind
No,
of like hit it?
No, it was full, like, bend over. There's the asshole.
Cheeks spread.
The dildo is now
Which
exiting
I
the
actually
asshole.
appreciate because if I'm going to see that at the end of a drag performance, I want to know that it was not sleight of hand, sleight of wood, sleight of dild. I
No,
need
like a
to
magic
know.
trick. It was a real dildo.
Yes.
What did they do with it?
Well, then they were just kind of swinging it around. Like they were
That's
just
a health
using it.
hazard. You can't swing around a used dildo.
But I need to know, this is the thing. I need to know when they put that dildo in their ass. Like, how many minutes did the dildo clock? Because for me, if there's a pinky at my ass for like more than 2 seconds, it is like wild. It's
That's
the
a big
craziest
day
thing.
for you.
Like, did they put that in at home? Are they backstage? Like, oh, you're 5 minutes till your number. Okay, like let me get the dildo in. Or they
Did
do
they
it
like
right
build up
before?
to it like weeks before? Yeah. Like, did they kind of have to like?
How big
Yeah,
was the
training.
dildo, please?
I would give it like
Okay.
6 inches.
And was it a Nicole Coenen original or
It was made of maple. It was nicely liqueured, if you will.
Liqueured?
Liqueured. Lacquered.
Well, what were the sort of moves being done before the dildo reveal? Was this like an athletic,
Yes.
aerobic sort of?
This is very
acrobatic
burlesque. There's
display?
high kicks happening. There's dance choreography. It's unbelievable, honestly. And I still like it's stuck in my brain. I can't figure it out. Like how did it stay?
Like, were they wearing anything to like kind of keep it? Like, were there panties or anything?
Just like a thong.
wow?
Just
under, like, a
piece of
skirt.
string.
Wow.
Is there like have you heard of like, what are they called? Like vagina, like Kegels? Is there like
Yeah,
an equivalent
yeah.
to like Kegels?
There
is.
are butt Kegels, yeah. Alex knows.
Oh.
Tell us about
Yeah.
it, Alex.
Man, are they tough?
I'm doing
I
it
don't
right
know.
now. I'm giving it a go.
That's really impressive. We need to know who this drag queen is or drag king.
I think they just go by drag performer because I think that they are non-binary. But and I don't know if they want me to reveal, so I'm not. I'll
Why
send it-
wouldn't they want you to reveal this feels like a skill for the masses? I'm
you know
messing
what?
around
I'm going to
with you.
plead the fifth on this one, but I'll check in and I'll do a follow up if they're okay with me, letting them.
And if they're just okay, I would actually like to know that as well.
they
Just
seemed
check in with you.
100%, like probably like way better,
Better
than
than
I've
we're
ever
doing.
felt in my life. They were feeling
Yeah.
on that stage.
That is actually really impressive.
That's so impressive. Like, were they just like glowing when they revealed their dildo? Like, they probably were just like, look at
Elated.
my mom is so proud of me. Like,
Well,
just like
Yeah, imagine
Whereas
the
I would have
feeling.
been like, I would have been fully like, Thank God. Thank God this is fucking over.
I would have been biting a towel, like tears running down my face. Like, fuck, thank God it's out. That thing's been marinating in there for days.
Marinate.
Just brewing.
Well, Bree, that was lovely and educational. And I'm glad we got that in there, no pun intended.
Yeah.
This was a great episode. Nicole, what do you I also wanted to ask you about your live performance, but are you touring or you're just chopping wood live locally?
Yeah, that was like, so yeah, I chopped wood on stage just like a couple weeks ago. That was for my friend's event. So my friend made this calendar a couple years ago called Men in Tubs, and he just made this new one called so it's Men in Tubs, Women on Thrones, which is a toilet, and it's about vulnerability and expression.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, and so I'm in it for September, and my friend was doing this launch event in the town, and he had this like he rented out this like theater, and he was gonna have like speakers and stuff, and then he's like, "You're in the calendar. Do you want to like chop wood on stage?" And I'm like, "Sure." So
Hell yeah.
Did you like mic yourself and do any talking, or did you just straight up go up and kind of wing it with the wood?
It was
I was
winging
truly,
it.
because I'm thinking I'm a live performer, you know, I tour and stuff like that. So like I'm thinking, how is she filling an hour with wood? I mean, obviously the drag performer that we were just discussing knows how to do that very well. But for me, filling an hour with wood, I'm like, that's from performance quite challenging.
Yeah, no, I didn't have like a whole lot of wood. It was a very spontaneous thing. Like my friend basically just like went and got like some wood from his friend's farm like hours beforehand. And I basically just like walked out. I like opened up, I guess kind of opened up the show, like walked
Warmed
out
up
on
the crowd,
stage.
if you will.
Sure.
Yeah, warmed it up. Yeah, just like a quickie with the wood, and like walked out on stage with my axe. And like some people, like obviously not everyone knows who I am, so they're like, "What the fuck is this?" Like, so I walk out on stage with my axe. There's like wood on the stage, and there wasn't really a mic or anything. Like
test of who was gay in the room.
Yeah.
What was venue security like? You just walking in with that axe, fucking.
Oh well, I walked in with the axe and a sword. So I was walking down the town with an axe and a sword. I tried to conceal them to the best I could. So I tried to do it after sunset.
Always a better time to have your axe out and a sword out is after sunset, of course.
It wasn't on the island. Do you know Nelson, BC? Nelson's like a hippie town in the mountains.
Yeah. That lines up too.
Right? Okay. No one asked questions.
I feel like
They're
I feel like in Nelson or on the island, to be honest, if you could walk down with swords, whatever, people aren't even going to bat an eye.
Yeah. Well, even on the island, some guy in the grocery store here gave me an axe, and I I was grocery shopping, and I just was walking up and down the aisle with the axe because like I still had groceries that I needed to get, and no one asked questions.
And in America, someone sounds the alarm and everyone flees the grocery store crying.
Yeah, so it was a little different. But so back to the performance. I basically, this was such a spontaneous sort of thing. So I walk out on stage. Yes, I did hear a lot of like female voices kind of doing the woo. And then music starts and I just start chopping the wood. And then I bring out the sword to finish the wood. And
gotta finish with the sword.
You
gotta finish with the sword. Yeah, no, it's a.
You're a showman. Like you know what to do.
Yeah. What's the wood cutting backing track? Like, let the bodies hit the floor.
Oh, I've been thinking about doing that one for like TikTok or something, but I feel like that's more of a different generation, you know?
Yeah.
That's for the Susans.
That's for
the Susan. That was
that would be,
that was excellent.
more like, hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. Hello, my da-da-da-da.
That's for the Ashleys.
Nicole, where can people find you and what are you working on?
People can find me on the internet at Nicole_Coenen. That is Coenen at like all of the social medias. What am I doing? Like I don't really get out much. I just kind of hang out with my wood chopping dudes and go split a log, and I don't really get off the island much. I give me a reason to get off the island, actually.
All right, you know what that means, listener. If you're in Vancouver,
slide in.
Slide in.
Slide into the wood pit.
Slide in. I'll build a raft and I'll come to.
Bree, how about you? Can I explain podcast?
It's
Aging out the movie.
Crying. I'm literally crying. That was so funny.
I haven't had sex in a month.
I have a podcast called I Can Explain Podcast. And also you can follow at Aging Out the Movie on Instagram if you like queer movies. And you can find me everywhere at Brianne Williamson.
Listener, please, patreon.com/WHGS, okay? You can donate as little as $1. It really helps. Let me just take a moment of vulnerability and explain why it helps. We have a full-time staff of 3. We have 2. We pay our co-hosts really well. We do our best to get great guests, which requires someone to sit there and write a fuck ton of emails. And knowing that we have that dollar every month, month after month, helps us do financial forecasting. We are able to better financially plan. And it's $1, you piece of shit. You actual piece of shit. It's
You also get a lot of shit for that $1. Like, y'all go hard on the Patreon.
Oh, yeah. We have one of the most valued, like, I think people say all the time, we have 4 bonus episodes a month for $10. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Patreon.com/WHGS. Please do it. Just do it. Just do it. Listener, thank you so much for listening. Patreon.com/WHGS. As we just said in the episode, this enables us to do what we do with the best accuracy to forecast our budget, knowing that we have your $1 every month. I sound like fucking NPR, but I know how gay you are, so you're probably fingering yourself to shit like this, the nerdy financial, the philanthropy of it all that you'll be doing. So donate your $1. Patreon.com/WHGS. It's super, super helpful. And then my gay thought today, kind of related to the episode. For those of you, when you meet someone who gives you bottom energy or top energy, and then they flip it on you in the bedroom, are you a little disappointed? Or are you like, ooh, there's levels to this shit, and I don't mind at all. I feel like I'm discovering something about this person. I don't know. Write in. Tell me, put in the comments. Have you met someone like this before? How did it make you feel? Were you duped, or did you feel like you made a discovery? Thank you so much, guys. Hope to see you on tour. AshleyGavin.com to get a text when I'm in your city. Bye.